bring more attraction to All-Star Weekend because it has gotten a little stale because it's been the same thing for so many years. So I think they're trying to make it a little more entertaining and more fun for guys to come out.
We've talked about Gershon throughout the season, and you guys obviously spend a lot of time on the court together. Just now that you've got like 6 weeks or 7 weeks under your belt with him, just where do you feel like he's most helped this early overall this season?
I think his versatility, being able to stretch the floor, play 1 through 5, being able to knock down that open three ball when he's open, being able to switch on perimeter guys when he's in pick and roll. I think he's just a very smart player too that he doesn't get enough credit for. He knows the game very well, and the craziest thing is he just turned 28. If I'm not mistaken.
29, I think.
29,
Yes.
whatever. Tomato. I mean, I thought he was 34. So this is his youth too. He has so many years left in this league to offer his skill set. So definitely been very fun playing with him.
What do you think the biggest difference is with Paul? Like it looks like he's been able to get a little more comfortable with everybody and everything. What do you
Shit,
think?
he's been able to string together 3 or 4 games in a row. So so he's been able to play injury free. He's been able to get into his game, most importantly, and he's being himself. I told him this last week when I think we were in Detroit, and I was just like, yo, bro, just be yourself. Like, don't overthink it. I was like, we paid you to be you, not to think. So I think from that day, we're not saying I had an impact on why he changed his game, but I always see that in guys too. When I see my teammates playing a certain way or if they're thinking a certain way, I always try to do my best to pull them aside and like, hey man, just remember, be yourself. It's a kid's game at the end of the day. Don't overthink it too much. So I think he's done a great job of just playing carefree and just playing his style of basketball.
Today you have that shopping spree and snipe from 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Talk about why it's important for you to get back.
I mean, I do it every year. I started doing it in Chicago. I had a partnership with Snipes where I would bring families out to just do a little shopping spree for Christmas because holidays are very important, especially for me too, being a kid who always looked forward to the holidays. And my mom not really having the most to give us what we wanted, but did her best. So for me, just to have an impact on some of these kids and families' lives, to shed a little holiday joy, it's always good to do.
I know that obviously Joel still being out is a big piece for you guys, huge piece. But just with, like you mentioned, Paul stringing some games together, Tyrese and him kind of grabbing some synergy. What type of impact does all of that then have on just the whole entire group as far as just gaining the familiarity, kind of clicking into roles that are a little more consistent, just kind of the overall like impact of this?
I mean, at this point, it's just the point of controlling what we can control. We can't control injuries. We can't control guys being out of the game, so we have to work with what we have. And thankfully, Paul is back and fully healthy, so he's a big help for us. I'm sure Joe will be back tomorrow too, so we should have a full strength roster tomorrow and go from there. I mean, our goal is to wrap these guys in bubble wrap to keep them safe from injuries, man, because we need everybody. So just looking forward to a great game tomorrow. Looking forward to having everybody back and really trying to build this chemistry.
I mean, you've been in the league a long time. The injury that you guys have had this early, this many, this early
It's been
on.
insane.
Can you recall like another experience in your career?
No,
similar
even
to
with
this?
myself, I mean, I don't even go down like that too, and I went out too, so it's been an interesting season so far, but we're all staying the course. We still have one goal, and that's to win a championship. So we still have a lot of time, a lot of time to really build this chemistry, get everybody healthy. The second half of the season is coming faster than we know. So pedal to the metal from here.
So let's go back a little bit. You said you think Joel's coming back tomorrow?
I'm not speaking for that man. He looked fine in practice the past 2 days. He's a grown man, so whatever he decides to do is on him. I'm just saying he looks ready to play to me. So that's why I said it.
He participated in practice.
Yeah. So he looks ready to me. I mean, obviously it's up to him if he feels comfortable going out there quite yet, but he looked fine to me. He's been moving around. He wore his mask, so whatever the team doctors say for tomorrow, I didn't say it here first, so I take back what I said. If they didn't tell you, then I have no idea either. Then I think he looks fine, so that's what I think.
Sorry to follow up. Did he take part in the whole practice, or did he sit out?
I mean, whatever difference it makes, he still participated. I mean, he was out there. He played 5-on-5. He participated in the drills, so he looked good.
I guess because of all those injuries, has this stretch of the season where it's slowed down a lot because of the cup, has it come at a frustrating time for you guys, or had a good time?
Some of the cup.
Yeah, just the way the cup has made the rest of the regular season slow down, and you guys aren't playing as often.
Yeah, I think it gives guys a chance to relax. I can't remember the last time I had 5 days off in between another game, so ever in my career, actually, now that I think about it, besides All-Star Weekend. So I think it's pretty cool that I would rather be playing in the cup than having these days off, obviously. But just to have these days to make sure our guys are healthy and ready to play, it's beneficial.
When Nick was up here, he's like, oh, I'm talking about his corner threes right now. And I know that's an element of your game that you say you're encouraged if you're open to shoot it. Just where do you feel like you're at right now, comfort-wise, just with that part of your game, just kind of given that you've got 25 games or so
Yeah,
with this group?
it's something that I've worked on my entire career, something that he has given me the blessing to do. If I'm open, shoot the three. When I shot 2 in Charlotte, I was open, I shot 2 in Charlotte. So it's just getting that comfortability. I mean, you got to think it's been 13 years since I've been told, hey, man, we shoot the shot if you're open. So it's just a mentality thing of getting out of second guessing when I'm open. So just shooting with confidence and, whether I miss or make it, shooting the same shot.
It's now being on separate teams. Like, how much do you guys just touch base throughout the year? Like, what is that like? Keep the tabs out on each other. Just throughout the grind of the season. Both know what you guys.
Yeah, it's every day. Every day, every game, we talk to each other, give each other advice. We keep it real with each other, but also, we're each other's biggest fans and also biggest critics. So we always stay connected every game, and we watch as much as we can, and we keep up with each other. So, but it's always fun to see my brother. It's always good to see him.
Is he giving you any, like a season like this where this talks so much with you about just how frustrating it's been? Like, does he kind of help you through that as well, or what kind of advice is he imparting on you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he helps me out all the time. Just tell me to stay level, stay positive. Obviously, that's the thing that makes us as good as we are, is just being competitive, that competitive spirit. So if you didn't care where you were at, if you weren't winning, whatever, that I feel like that'd be an issue. So I'm to a degree, it's good that guys react like the way they do, and I feel how I feel because I always want to win. I want to always play better and feel better. So but he's always keeping me. The mental thing is big for each other. We always stay on each other's mental just to stay positive. Obviously, they've been through a similar kind of spurt that we had too. So we're definitely resonating in that type of situation. But we keep each other level for sure.
Nick had said today that you were able to go to like the co-practice yesterday and today, things like that. How's the shoulder? Like how you doing?
Yeah, it's definitely getting better. Definitely feeling better. I was glad I can get out there and kind of just fill out practice, get shots up and just feel better about how I feel and how my body's feeling. So it's been a good couple of days for sure, and just continuing to get back to where I feel comfortable playing, and just taking it day by day. But it's always nice to get back on the floor.
When you have seen a team as often as at this Hornets team in the past, really over the past month, I'm kind of prepared going into like the fourth match.
Yeah,
seeing this team. It's such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean that's you don't take any team lightly, no matter how many times you've seen them or whatever your record is against them. They're a dangerous team. They got a lot of pieces, and they got a lot of pieces coming back. So they're going to be ready to play every time we step on the floor. And, we had a dogfight last time they were in this building. So I always want to be prepared like this the first time we played them. So I feel like that's all our mindsets right now.
When you go through like your extra work after practice shooting, do you have like a specific routine of like how many shots you want to get up or from where on the floor? Like what are you doing basically back there?
Basically just, just kind of going on basically how I feel for the day. But a lot of things is trying to get back to the basics with my mechanics, my fundamentals, just trying to make sure things are clicking back and locking back in place and getting my feet right. Starting from the ground up again is when you go through slumps and you're trying to figure out how to work through certain things in your body. You kind of compensate, kind of mess up mechanics. So it's always good that whenever you feel, that's why it's important to get yourself feeling better at first so you can kind of reset and then start your mechanics back over. So that's all I'm doing is just trying to re-click everything and make sure everything is going back how it needs to be. You good? No, you good. Go ahead.
Those mechanics that you were talking, it is that like what the resistance band is. It is full.
Yeah.
That things like.
Yeah, just balance and working on your flow. Just trying to make things one motion and take hitches and stuff out. Just that might have developed through injuries or whatever. So yeah, basically that's all it is.
With the shoulder, like when you would shoot, what is it like? Pain? Is it soreness? Is it just like how would you describe what it feel or what it has felt like when you tried to shoot the last couple weeks?
Yeah, it's definitely it was definitely painful. Like getting up towards a certain range of motion and kind of like an abrupt stoppage. You know what I mean? Just because you know what you're gonna feel once you get to a certain range, and it's almost like your body kind of does like a defense mechanism where it just stops. You know what I mean? Where you don't want to. It's like almost like we don't want to feel that. You know what I mean? So it kind of just does its own thing. So that was been frustrating when you feel like you don't have that control, of your body. But it's definitely a lot better now, and my medical team has done a great job. So we're getting to where we need to be.
Have you got to that point where you don't even be comfortable playing tomorrow?
That's still like kind of day by day, but I've been feeling a lot better for sure. And if tomorrow's the best day for me to come back talking to the team, and I feel like that's what I need to do, then I'm definitely going to do that. The priority is always to come back and play, but also try to be as smart as possible.
We heard that Joel was in practice today. How did it feel? What kind of thing?
Just moving around. I'm just glad to see him back out and just moving, and obviously he's on his own timeline, and he's got to make sure, again, like we all got our own stuff going on. So I just whenever we can see him moving, I'm happy for that. So that's all I got on that.
With the work you said, the medical team's done a great job. Like, what has kind of been the key to helping it heal? Like, what have you had to do to kind of just get it to the?
Yes, ton of rehab, ton of strengthening, and also just it's one of those things where you just gotta let things settle, let them rest, and sometimes that's the best rehab you can get. Sometimes too, some things have a mind of its own, and there's nothing you can force it to do. So they've done a great job of balancing everything and just being able to get me back to where I'm at now and continue to progress.
The team, just the run that you guys are on, winning 5 out of 7. Just what have you observed as far as like what is working the best, or what you guys have kind of figured out, and then how whenever you come back, like you can sort of insert yourself into that.
Yeah, I think the pace that we're playing at, we have such a great pace. I think the level of focus has increased for us, the sense of urgency too, but also just guys are also having fun and taking pride on the defensive end, and just the attention to detail is there for us, and I think that we're starting to realize that's going to be huge, big for us, and especially with guys maybe in and out right now. But it also showed that we have enough to get it done, regardless of who's in right now, and knowing that we'll only get better when guys come back. So I think there's just a level of focus and maturity too that is starting to progress by the year. So.
Can you talk about this one, Sally? A lot going on this season. A lot of guys moving in and out, but Kelly's kind of been that stable force. Just what have you seen from him this year?
Yeah, just like you said, just stability. You know what I mean? Just consistency, and just how he's approached the game and how he's impacted the game in so many different kind of roles he's played and different lineups he's been in. He's just been as stable as anybody that's been playing this year. So he's been huge for us on the last 5 to 7 games that we've been winning, and he's only gonna continue to get better too.